Hello, everyone. Welcome to the corner of Dunham and Stewart. My name is Beard Gang Stew. I'm here with my co-host / my best friend, Dunham.
What's up? What's up?
So, just a little bit about us. We've been friends for about 10, 15 years,
Something like
give
that.
or take.
A little bit too long.
You know, both love sports. I was a referee for 15 years. Mario is a multimedia journalist / reporter, who was kind of in a situation where he wasn't allowed to grow. So we decided to bet on ourselves and talk about sports that we love. Our goal is to give you guys 2 episodes a week, one about sports, one about lifestyle, you know, and the things that we like personally outside of sports. So, with that being said, this week has been crazy with sports.
Too much going on, bro. This is a weird time where it's basketball, football, obviously baseball just ended, so ESPN is lit. You know what I mean? So but lead us, man. What's going on?
So, I want to talk about the World Series. Yes, it ended last night. The the Yankees, what the hell went on with them? From their fifth inning meltdown to Aaron Judge finally showing up in game 5 after rushing everything, to that boneheaded Yankee fan saying, "Yeah, you come into my neighborhood, we gonna play some D." Boy, you have no outcome on the game.
He got
Thank
he
you
got
for your money.
yeah,
Get the fuck off the field.
yeah.
And if you got a
He got
problem
a
with how I
Tucson
said it,
he got a Tucson connection too, which is crazy, but we'll get into that in a little bit. It's
yeah,
crazy.
allegedly he played ice hockey for Arizona, according to Rob Gronkowski.
Club ice hockey. That's the like that's such
Right.
a Tucson thing, bro. But keep going. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
So, do you feel like the Dodgers won it, or do you feel like it was too big of a stage for the Yankees?
First of all, I want to say this is probably the most entertaining World Series that I've witnessed. I think recent, I think that uh, they're really the showmanship, the right players, Giancarlo Stanton, uh, um, um, Judge, Jazz, what's his last name? Chisholm.
Islam?
All these people, they have the right personalities for the World Series. On top of you have Shohei and Kershaw and Freddie Freeman, freaking the guy that never not excuse me, the guy that hitting home run every time he get a bat, making a joke. Obviously, I thought this was the most entertaining World Series that I've witnessed as an adult. But I would say, bro, it was neck and neck. I mean, honestly, if Judge doesn't make that error in that fifth, some Bill Buckner stuff, which is crazy. If he doesn't make that error, then it might be a different outcome. But bro, you know, 27 times they all got a chance to hit and they just didn't. You get what I'm saying as far as innings, 3 per out type things. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it was a great series. Shout out to LA. I think that it's only up from here. Mookie Betts, all these people getting more rings, more accolades. Like that team is loaded. So to say, you're not saying, but for me, for like others people to say this was the Yankees game to lose is bullshit to me, because at the end of the day, you got the juggernauts over here playing their minds, playing their minds out, bro. So I definitely think that it was an entertaining series, but they definitely earned that win. It wasn't just the Yankees to lose. It was a fair, back and forth effort, and they killed it. So shout out to them, even though I'm a Mariners fan.
Yeah, I'm a Mariners fan too, but had to go all Ohio everything for the big game this week, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Just my take. I think that fifth inning last night, game 5, I think after Garrett Cole decided not to run to first base and Anthony Rizzo kind of taking that play off and assuming that Garrett Cole was going to cover first base, I think what that did was it completely opened up a floodgate. It took all the momentum out of the building. And it's funny how playoff baseball works.
Yeah.
You had Freddie Freeman game 1 hit a walk-off grand slam for the first time in World Series history. Then he's hit a home run in his next 3 first inning at bats, for a total of 6, going back to his days in Atlanta, 6 straight games with a home run, which is unheard of. He's the only one to. He's maybe the only one to do it, or one of 2.
One. Yeah, I read that stat too. He's the only one to do that.
And him to actually
crazy.
Yeah, just Freddie Freeman played out of his mind. Shohei after game 3, you could tell that he was hurting, but his presence at the plate is still going to affect the pitcher.
Yep.
I think it was actually over the second Fat Joe stepped out and started singing before game 3. Like, come on, Joe.
Yeah.
You're in New York. You're Terror Squad.
Yeah, that was a terrible. Oh, it broke. Okay, yeah, that was terrible. I was, bro.
It was terrible.
You know why? It's too many cuss songs in it. Because I'm from New York. We got friendly people talking crap. Because you should have the Kids Bop version. The reason why Ice Cube is so legendary when it comes to stuff like that is because even though he would cuss here and there, it was a very basic rhyme scheme, but in the song made sense. Don't mess with LA. Shout out Tucson native Verdugo and the bet. Yeah, haha. Like, no, he's dissing you, but just like a Tucson native. But yeah, haha. That's Ice Cube. I don't care what we got going on. But like, yeah, that Joe song was so terrible. Don't get me wrong. Like when it first came out, yeah, but for that, no. Like, there's so many New York songs to play, and Fat Joe. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the song, but for that moment, no. Like, you know what they did is like, all right, well, we played this. We got to play one for New York. But there's so many cuss words in the chorus. I got 100 gums, 100 clips. What can you say? Oh, I got it because he was struggling. I got 100 runs, 100. Can't say the B word. Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
you could have said, I got 100 streets, 100 abs.
Yeah, 100 guns. But I'm saying because he said 100 runs. I got 100 runs, 100. Oh,
100
man.
hits.
100 hits. Did he say that?
I don't know. All I heard was
all
the way up.
He got them Kenny Smith knees too, bro. So it's like he wasn't walking right.
So like, and this is not to clown on Fat Joe, but that wasn't Fat Joe. That was Ozempic Joe rapping. You know, I understand he's taking it for his diabetes, you know, and I hope that he has all that under control, but that wasn't Fat Joe. That wasn't Joey Crack. That wasn't, you know, Terror Squad Fat Joe. That was...
I don't want no smoke. I've heard too many of their stories, but that wasn't it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, it wasn't it. Joe, much love for everything you've done to hip-hop, but that just wasn't it, man. You could have done, like, Make It Rain, you know...
And it was Ja Rule. Again, nobody cares about Ja Rule at a time like this. Like, that's why it failed. Who cares? We don't want to hear about Ja Rule during 9/11. Like, what are you talking about? And we don't want to hear Ja Rule at game whatever of the World Series. Leave it alone.
Yeah. If 50 Cent would have known, he would have bought every ticket in the stadium.
100% it would have just been here. Boo! Like, there's problems in the left field, right field, and center field. His name is Curtis Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. So I think that energy from Fat Joe performing kind of carried over into game 4 or game 3, especially, you know, game 4, they finally showed up at the end of the game. Then game 5, after inning 5, is when the Dodgers just absolutely lost it. And you felt it in the air like Beanie Siegel.
Do you feel like this could be a repeat for next year?
It depends on where Juan Soto signs.
That's very true. That's very true.
And one thing I hated about the World Series is the reporters after game 5. Like, this man just lost the biggest game of his career on the biggest stage. And you guys are you coming back to be a Yankee next year?
Yeah.
Any reporter that asks a dumb question like that should honestly lose their media passes.
It's kind of like one of those things, bro, when it comes to it. Like, as a journalist, you know, seeing because I've been one, right? And you're going to be one too. As a journalist, you have you have someone in your ear and they're saying, ask this or cut you out here, right? And sometimes it's the journalist feels like it's their job to ask that question. Case in point, I'm outside of a fire. I'm Mario Dunham, and you know, this guy's this guy's house is burning down. And I was like told later on by someone, like, why didn't you ask about, you know, what are you gonna do? I said, because his house is burning off. I don't give a fuck about the viewers. This guy's house is burning down. I'll wait a couple hours to when he's not crying and he doesn't have boogers and stuff in his face in order to see what he's gonna do next. especially because he's a veteran. I'm really not doing that, by the way, guys. Former, U.S. veteran. Sorry, I am a U.S. veteran of the Air Force. I did 7 years there, so you'll hear me say vet stuff. And not to get off topic about sports, but that's going into these things, listening to, you got to ask tough questions. But there are things like, what are you going to do now? I don't know. Think about like Aaron Judge. You said it, or well, I was going to bring it up, but Aaron Judge said, "I'm going to think about this for the rest of my life." Like, remember Bill Buckner? How long it took them? He got to win another World Series for them to even forgive him. And he's like the best. He was one of the best top 3 baseball players this year. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Shohei, he would have got MVP for sure.
Well, he got the National League MVP.
Oh, I mean, that's what I'm sorry.
Or the American League, whatever league the Yankees are in.
If it was just the league and not, he would have got. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I meant.
Yeah, he's the second best player in baseball behind Shohei.
Baseball. There we go. Yes.
Unfortunately in New York, they're savages, especially in the media. Like, the fans will boo you. Then the media will say that you suck and, ask you, hey, why do you suck?
Yep. And then want you to respond respectfully. And then get mad when they don't respond respectfully. It's like, dude, I give my life up for this, just like you give your life up in journalism. That's why sometimes it's like I kind of didn't want to go the route I went, because you're forced to ask these questions, and then they look at you like you're stupid. It's like, dude, well, the public wants to know. No, you want to know,
Yeah. And the journalist, there's a right time and a wrong time. You don't just ask someone after losing the biggest series in their sport, hey, where are you signing next year? Why don't you put on that stripe?
Yep.
Put on those stripes or put on that jersey. You go out there and play.
We can play for the Yankees, though. We can play for the Yankees, bro.
I mean, we might be able to play for the Rockies.
Play for the Kool-Aid Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Signing bonus is a donut. So.
Oh Lord. So let's move on to our next
topic. What we got going, man?
So we have, we're in the first 2 weeks of the NBA season.
Yep.
Who has been your biggest surprise?
Honestly, not to still be on the bandwagon a little bit, but I got one team for sure, and then the other team, I'm pretty sure you're going to say it just because I know you. But the Lakers for me, and it's not because it's like super successful or different, but the entirety of JJ Redick coaching and him kind of being an arrogant guy, super prideful in what he's doing. He's coaching them. He's putting in sets. He's doing all these things to make the Lakers look like a basketball team. Like, there are plays being ran, and it's not just strictly through LeBron. Obviously, there's some growth. There's new players. There's old players. It's, meshing again. But I think the Lakers are looking really good. Also, the Kings. The Kings are looking with I know I just did it. With the Kings, bro. Like, I like DeMontis, bro. The starting five. DeMontis is, from royalty as far as basketball in the world of Arvydas Sabonis, but they're looking really good too. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with you with the Kings on that. DeMontis, Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, and DeMar DeRozan, for the first time in franchise history, are averaging over 20 points a game. The Kings haven't had that scoring. And now De'Aaron can be, that third guy for the ball. And he can learn from DeMar DeRozan and, fulfill his role, but he's still getting his touches. The money's being spread evenly in the Kings kingdom.
And the ball spread it evenly too amongst the team. Big pause. But with the Kings, sorry guys, with the Kings, it's very easy for them to share because I don't feel like any of those players are really selfish. I mean, look at De'Aaron Fox, bro. De'Aaron Fox on any other team would be a 1 or 2 option. So, I mean, even you saying third option, even though he controls the ball, is giving into the statement that they care. You know what I mean? Like, even you got, fringe players, like, was it Keegan Murray? I want to say his name is. I forgot. Anyway, it's a 4th or 5th option, bro. Like, they're chugging away, bro, and I feel like they're going to be a problem. Obviously, you have I don't know why I rolled my eyes. Obviously, you have Denver, like juggernauts too. You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson just throwing the ball. Russell Westbrook just throwing the ball at the rim and stuff like that. But what about like he did have 30 the other night, but he just be bro. It's like me trying to make a shot in 2K25.
Make it rain.
I can't do it. It pisses me off. I've been playing 2K since 2K came out. 2K 1, 2, 3 through 25, and this is the only year I can't shoot. Sorry.
Right? It was easier to shoot free throws on the Sega when you had to push them
I
in.
can't do it, bro. It pisses me off. I'm trying my ass off. I can't do nothing. I've changed shot things. I've changed gathers, speeds, retune. What are we doing, bro? Sorry.
No, hey, you're up here with your rant. I need you down here. I know 2K is a frustrating game. That's why I haven't played it.
That's what she said.
I can't dedicate 40 hours a week to it.
But what about East Coast teams?
Ooh, East Coast. Honestly, I think it's Boston's to lose. I think the whole summer situation with Jason Tatum and Team USA lit a fire under that whole organization.
Yep.
And it seems like in Philadelphia, Joel Embiid can never stay healthy. He's always injured. The Bucks, it seems like they're still trying to figure it out. I can see them maybe causing an issue.
Yeah.
New York's doing really well with Brunson and Cat. Cat, I think, just went off for like 40 plus last night.
It's gonna, bro. That Eastern Conference Finals for whatever team it is, like, I don't know. I mean, bro, when we were younger, dude, no one cared about the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people were making, I don't know, people were going, 35 and whatever, 30, sometimes even 32, 33 and making the playoffs. Like, it was, we're West Coast guys, but what did New York say? I'm jacking the East Coast this year. You feel me? Like, I'm really digging like how much firepower they got in the East, bro. It makes me, especially being in Dallas, you kind of have, even though it's a West Coast, they're in the Western Conference. Like, you still get to see all the East Coast games on this side. So, the shout out Stream East for the games we watch without the blackouts. If it wasn't for y'all, there wouldn't be no me. You know what I'm saying?
For legal purposes, that was a joke. We do not believe in possibly
LeBron uses Stream East. LeBron uses Stream East. Stop it. But you're not wrong.
Yeah, but LeBron got lawyer money. I don't.
Yeah,
LeBron got lawyer money. I don't.
For sure. But
I still.
Sorry, it just echoed. I had to think about what you said.
One of my favorite teams in the NBA is actually Dallas, and I will say this: watching them, they seem to be playing a lot of happy basketball.
Yep.
What I mean by that, it seems like they're having fun.
Yep.
They're enjoying meshing and playing together. Luka's not having to be that guy every night. He can take nights off. Kyrie's enjoying not having to be that guy where he has to drop 40 once in a while. He may still do it, but to them having Clay, then Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench, who I honestly think may make a case to be sixth man of the year this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dallas is a lot more complete than a lot of people think.
No, for sure. I agree. I forgot Dinwiddie was on there. And it's like they don't have a lot of, I mean, don't get me wrong, like Luka got to play defense, bro. Like, between him and 13 through 16, James Harden, I mean, they're neck and neck for some of the worst defensive video compilations I've ever seen. I remember when they were calling James Harden the defensive juggernaut, but he was like, it was so bad. I mean, look, I don't play sports. But, dude, he's just running right past him. To be an effective player and to really, like, dominate like they're saying he is going to, he has two other players that are going to take that off of him, with it being Clay and Kyrie, right? He has to play some type of defense. It don't matter how many rebounds this guy gets. There's a lot of empty stats. When you start looking at it from an analytics, as far as plus and minus when it comes to him being on the floor for defense, he's a liability. A guy's going to score 35 on him, but if he gets 36 and they irk out a 1-point win, he's a hero. But if they lose by 5 and his dude has 40, then it's going to be a problem. So for him to really, to me, hit that next step when it comes to being, I mean, he's already a problem, but being a superstar that he thinks that we know he's capable, he already is a superstar. But for being that that talent that everyone can say both sides of the court. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what he needs to do in order to succeed when it comes to that.
And with Luca, I think what he needs to do, we know he's not the strongest defensive player,
At all.
but to be successful in the NBA, you got to play some defense, whether that's leading him into a help defense situation or affecting some shots. You can't give up 30 a night, even though you're giving 35 a night.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give up 30 a night and be like, oh yeah, hey, I'm MVP, especially after what we've seen with Jokic, Giannis,
Yeah.
and past MVPs. You
But
got
these
to at least
guys
try
play
and make.
defense. I mean, Jokic tries to. You know what I'm saying? He's such a problem on offense. He does everything. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but he still affects the paint.
that's what I'm trying to say. Luka's not doing anything on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Pudgy
So,
wudgy.
hey, don't
I know.
disrespect Luka
I know.
like that.
Big boy
You
sees a
won't see him
dog.
out. Yeah, hey, he's gonna see you out in public. He's gonna He can
Hey,
grab a Walmart basketball and give you 110.
oh, 210. Stop lying. 110 is disrespectful to me. I mean him. I have a question, bro, and it's really not on like our list, right? But who's your next? Like, I mean, really, who's the next face of the league to you, bro? I got one name.
Realistically,
Yeah.
if he stays healthy and doesn't get injured,
Mhm.
Wemby.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I,
that man,
he's a dog. He's a dog.
you can't.
You can't even hate him, bro. He's that good. Like you can't. There's some players, LeBron in the past. I've never hate. I mean, I always make jokes. Like I'm always like a troll, right? Before we even knew what a troll was. So for me, listen to LeBron leaving Cleveland. Like I always respected his game, but Wemby's not one of those players to me. He's such a generational talent. Unless he does some like messed up crap or whatever, I don't see people really hate him because he's that crazy when it comes to talent. And he plays for the Spurs. Like it's gonna be a boring game anyway, but he makes it fun to watch him. I never was like, damn, I'm gonna watch this Spurs game. Especially back in the day. I remember, the final. That was the most boring. I was sleep. The greatest snaps I ever got was watching Detroit play the Spurs in the finals. I mean, remember 68-65. Like I'm like, y'all are just, we might as well play. Like we'll lose, but
Hey man, that's always been Pop. He's always wanted to play fundamental basketball.
Yep.
But Wemby, like, how do you defend the tallest player in the league, than someone with seemingly like a 15-foot wingspan? I know I'm exaggerating with that,
a lot,
but like the man can block my shot from the foul line, and I'm underneath the hoop,
and then take 8 steps. Probably take 6 to 8 steps. Probably jump 1 foot inside the foul line and dunk it. Like it's insane, bro.
Like, he literally is an alien, which is what Nike's calling him. Like, I think if he stays healthy and continues to develop at this astronomical rate that he is, if he can, even a 12-year career, and he's the face of the league for 5.
Yeah.
I think he would be in the Hall of Fame.
For sure, obviously. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, it's either gonna, like you said, it's either gonna be injury or stuff like that. But the basketball, when it comes to basketball, like, and this is not dogging other sports or anything, but basketball is like when you can get in the Hall of Fame off of potential to a certain extent. To think Derrick Rose might not make the Hall of Fame is absolutely insane to me because his body work, college, and he won an MVP. They're gonna say, well, if barring injury, to me, the NBA, the NBA Hall of Fame to me is basketball Hall of Fame. Has always been interesting to me because it's always about the contributions you made to basketball, not just to the NFL. You get what I'm saying? That's why they have as far as football, that's why they have an NCAA Hall of Fame and an NFL Hall of Fame. And I went to the one in Atlanta. Atlanta. I went to the one. I should have. I don't know why I didn't, but I went to the one in Atlanta. It was sick. You get what I mean? The only thing is that you saw people there that really thought they could have played. And like this dude had like, I think I told you this, but I'll tell our listeners, all thousands of them, we're going to speak that into existence. There was a guy wearing like Under Armour, right, and some athletic shoes. And I'm in Jordans and a Tommy Hilfiger shirt. And and tight jeans that I shouldn't have been wearing, but God is good. We ain't gonna do that. And they had a whole combine thing set up, bro. Like you could run the 40, but like it was a video game, right? So this dude's like, right? I'm like, what? Ooh, he ran like a 4.3, like, but it wasn't running. You're just lifting you're lifting your feet up. So it's really it just measures how quick you lift your feet up. And then he did like not bench press, but he did some other stuff. He was like, man, I did that. Then he kicked I feel like he went there before. He goes, ain't nobody just wearing athletic gear. Like then you could kick a field goal there. I tried to kick that thing and went to the right. It didn't even go high. I was laughing. I was wearing 5s, not good field goal kicking shoes, right? This dude kicks a field goal. I'm him. I'm like, I'm hungry. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But my going back to the
NBA,
go ahead.
Going to the NCAA Football Hall of Fame, trying to dress up for a walk-on season is a little wild.
Bro, I'm looking at Lazon. I'm looking at my wife like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, so the NBA, back to the Hall of Fame. So you can I'm not like Grant Hill's as a Hall of Famer. He deserves it, obviously, but like 7 or 8 of those seasons, he wasn't what he was due to the fact of his injuries. So, that's what I love about basketball. I'm not saying they haven't done it. Baseball, Sandy Koufax played 6 years, but he was so dominant. They were like, well, you got to come in here too.
I think Derrick Rose, he is a Hall of Famer.
100%.
Yeah, youngest MVP in history.
Yep.
If it wasn't for injuries, we asked that about a lot of greats like Brandon Roy, Greg Oden. What if?
Mm-hmm.
Those are just 3 of the names that
Mario,
come to mind.
Mario Dunham. Oh, if I didn't tear that donut up, dog, I would have. Anyway, but look, what are we doing, bro? Stop. I wouldn't have had that Slim Jim. I should be in the league. Anyway, but my player though, G, Ant Edwards, bro, Ant Edwards. Because this is the reason. LaFrance over there. Oh wait, hold on. That's because that's LaMelo too. Never mind. Air France over there. You know what I'm saying? Is dope. I think he's a star. The problem though, he's not American. I'm not saying that he can't be a leader of a league, but this is at the end of the day, we're in the US, right? So we're gonna be attracted to what we understand what this and the third core value, whatever you want to say. I'm not even getting into that. It's not necessarily my feeling. But Ant Edwards has an amazing smile. He has an amazing personality. Don't do that. He has a nice smile. Yeah, I'm just saying from a perspective of marketability, don't do that. You're gonna make me get smart, bro. I wish I had my Malcolm glasses so I could tear your ass up. You got them on right now. But he has a good smile. He has a good personality. You know what I'm saying? He's killing it. You get what I mean? He's cocky and he doesn't let anyone get in front of him. Meaning that he don't care about what people say or do. He's gonna be in. And I like that. And I think from the marketing standpoint, bro, that he has a killer mentality. At 22, in 3 years, it's gonna be crazy. He's averaging his points. He's doing his thing. He played during the Olympics. Some people didn't. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm trying to say, bro. He got here. Well, it's Boston. You love anyway. What I'm trying to say though is he has everything it takes to be that next guy. You get what I mean? Like, and I think that as far as face, I don't see any stars around his age bracket that have been in the league from 1 to 7 years. I mean, Jason Tatum did everything into the book, bro. Jason Tatum really sounded like a 2K player when you win the championship or go to your Hall of Fame speech. He checked off every box he checked off every box that every person said in order to like really get his moment. Like, oh, it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Like it's like me taking Tupac.
Before though.
Exactly. It's like me taking Tupac, Biggie, Eazy-E, Eminem, and just taking some of their best lines and making my own song. Like that's not original. You get what I'm saying? And Ant don't care. Ant says what he wants. Sometimes I heard a story where he said, Dame shot that thing from Yucatan. He goes, "Where's Yucatan?" He goes, "I don't know, but I know that's how far it is. That's how far it is. I don't know." And I think that's in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yucatan?
No, it's not in Arizona.
I don't know.
I think it may be in Canada. or
who said,
northern United States.
and to give him credit, what was his name, bro? The point guard on Indiana. I always
Reggie Miller?
no,
No.
point guard, new guy, light skinned dude. I can't remember.
Nemhard?
No, point guard. I can't remember his name. But yeah, he said it, bro, and it was hilarious. Hold on.
I'm looking it up right now.
Me too. Because sorry for the pause.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said that I was crying because it's true. Like, he says what he wants to say and he does what he wants. I believe that's what it takes to get people's attention. Obviously, great play can, but Tim Duncan played great for 18 years or whatever he played. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Best power, to me, one of the best, if not the best power forward in NBA history. But he didn't get the recognition he should get because he's not really marketable. He had his shoes and stuff, but that's kind of how I feel about that. But
little fact check. Yucatan is actually down in Mexico. It's that peninsula where Cancun is, which makes perfect sense because there's got to be a lot of people visiting Cancun this year.
Bro, you had it. Not to. Hold on. We're not going to. You got it. Respect. But you're not going to do me like that, bro. Did you just Donald Trump?
I was fact checking.
I wasn't trying to. It was around that bitch. It wasn't there, but it was around. You're not going to.
Hey, I said Canada. No, I was far off.
He's ABC News. Get out of here. I thought there was a Yucatan. That's how far. That's how far Game shot it from, nigga. Like
he shot it from Cancun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Crazy. So, I do love Ant-Man. That he's what the game's been needing since Kobe died.
Yep.
You know, he has that killer mentality. He's like the love child of Kobe, MJ, and Kevin Garnett.
Yep.
You know, he has the work ethic of, he has the skill of Kobe and MJ and the trash talking skills of Kevin Garnett.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for him to tell someone's wife that she tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, like Kevin Garnett did Carmelo Anthony. That may be the most brutal thing in NBA history ever said on a court.
Yeah,
that we've heard.
I just shout out Anthony Peeler, man. You know, he could get, Buddy was throwing them bows. Didn't he fight? He fought Garnett and he fought Kobe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about Kobe, but I know that.
I know John Starks two-piece Kobe.
Yep. Wait, was it Brian Anthony Peeler? But I know Anthony. I know Garnett tasted Anthony Peeler, but that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially the 90s, dog.
Right?
Yeah.
You just had the bad boy Pistons putting people in nursing homes in the late 80s, early 90s.
For real.
Don't go in the paint.
For real. So what we got next, man?
Let's move on to college football. We're gonna talk about our games of the week. Mine, obviously, I'm wearing the hoodie. Mm-hmm. The Ohio State University. Get it right and say "the" in front of Ohio.
We don't have to do that.
Versus
we could just put
Penn State.
We could put trash can in front of that crap. What are you talking about?
Hey, look, man.
You
went to a college that's at the bottom of the swag. Calm down. How you guys go 0 for 12 in the swag?
That's what we do it. Shout out Texas Southern University, the best ever. Not for sports.
Outside of the jokes,
not for
Texas Southern. I've been on. Outside of the jokes, Texas Southern. I've been on your campus multiple times. Absolutely love it.
This man went on my campus. Oh, hell no. This man went on my campus talking about, honey, I'm home. What? What? We got a friend.
Hey.
We won't say names because we haven't get, but we have a friend that goes there. And our boy,
get him one day.
our boy, one of our best friends, white dude, man. And this isn't sports, but we're gonna do this. We want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And he had a beard, right? And white dude, he had a beard, and he was walking on the Tiger Walk. It's this famous stretch on campus, right? And he's walking on the Tiger Walk, and I guess some brother went up to who was walking. He goes, "Man, he looked like Abe Lincoln." He goes, "I got a haircut that day." I'm not kidding. I laughed in that man's face for about 45 minutes. Then we got a membership at the VFW. And then I told the people at the VFW because it was so funny. And he was just like, it is funny. I don't know what to do, man. Shout out our boy though. I don't want to name him right now, obviously, because
we're not going to embarrass him yet.
But
we'll
to walk past someone you don't know and say he looked like Abraham Lincoln, mind you, this is a quintessential white guy. Like I'm black and I'm black and Italian. Buddy, was wearing cowboy boots, Levi jeans, and a graphic tee like this. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't care. He was just walking, go. But he's gonna be a good pilot too. But for a grown man, he's older than everybody, just like me. And he walked past people. He looked like Abraham Lincoln, dog. I would have been like, what? Oh, the gang! Shout out Glorilla. I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm
saying? Oh man, we got plenty of stories about that for him. I will say this: the funniest time on campus was my first time. We went to the cafeteria. We were getting some food. There is this young adult in front of us. He was probably about 18, 19. Mm-hmm. Got super dark, super fast. Me and Mario kind of freaked out because lunch lady asked him, "Hey, what would you like to eat?" And he's like, "Give me the fried chicken."
Oh, no!
Like
fried chicken. Shut up. We were at Chick-fil-A. First of all,
no, because I never had Chick-fil-A there.
We were eating. No. He was like, "I want a cookie and a milkshake." You don't remember that? It was Chick-fil-A.
No, it wasn't. It was.
We
had the fried chicken because you said that the fried chicken there was smacking.
I remember that. Yeah. You're right. He's like, "I want a fried cookie." No. What did he say?
I want the fried chicken.
No. Because he was getting dessert. You remember? Because it was a.
He was getting something, and his voice went from
I like
happy-go-lucky.
I remember because I was wearing an NWO shirt. I like the wrestling shirt. I want a fry. I want a cookie and some ice cream. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here! What is going on? Like, what?
Right, like I'm waiting. We know my race's favorite pastime. I thought I was going to have to stand behind, a few backpacks.
I'm crying.
Once you said that, like that man, he struck the fear of God to me on Texas Southern's campus.
Too. And after that, you left. After that, I was nice to that dude the whole time. I said, we are not going down this path. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, what's up, man? You good? Here, let me buy you lunch today. Every time you see him.
You got because I was like, I didn't know where you were going with that sense because you said it got darker here. What did you say? But you're meaning as far as like how he was like
demeanor.
Bro, demeanor. Like thank you for saying that. Because when he said that, I'm like
demeanor, his like the vibe on campus.
It was Batman. Oh, it was Batman ordering lunch. That's what it was.
It wasn't even Batman ordering lunch. It was
I want a cookie and some OJ, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like
it wasn't Batman on campus. It was, if you don't give me this, you're gonna end up putting the lotion on your skin.
For sure. But
we got sidetracked enough. Let's talk about these games. So I got Ohio State, Penn State in Happy Valley. There's a few players that I think are going to have a huge impact on this game. Emeka Egbuka, who has 43 receptions, 546 yards, 6 touchdowns. You have the rookie phenom, who's the best wide receiver in the country, Jeremiah Smith, 35 receptions, 623 yards with 8 touchdowns. Will Howard is the quarterback for Ohio State. For those who may have been living under a rock, don't watch Ohio State, but watch our podcast. He's just shy of 1,800 yards with 17 total TDs, 4 interceptions. On defense, this man had a game of his life last time they played Penn State. It was in the shoe. We're hoping, as Ohio State fans, team, coaches, that he has a similar game. JT Tuimoloau. This year, he has 20 tackles with 4 sacks. On the Penn State side, they're no slouches either. We see why they're number 3 in the nation. They actually have the best tight end in the Power 4 conferences. He leads all Power 4 tight ends with 47 receptions and 559 total yards with 4 TDs. You have their star running back, Katron Allen. He has 101 carries with 509 yards, 4 TDs. So he's going to get his touches, and Penn State's going to be like, okay, stop him. He's averaging about 5 yards a carry. Then their quarterback is Drew Allen, or no, not Drew Allen. His last name is Allen, though. He has 1,640 yards, 12 total TDs, and 4 interceptions as well. On their defensive side, I'm worried about their defensive end. Abdul Carter, he has 30 tackles, 4 sacks, and the dude just loves putting pressure on quarterbacks. He loves getting into the backfield and just absolutely being someone to stop. I think Ohio State edges it out in a close battle. I am going to take the Vegas line on that. Ohio State plus 3.5. I will take that, as well as Ohio State money line. I think Ohio State in a close game wins it. And I think it's got to be more so the fact of the coaching styles. Ryan Day, Chip Kelly have more experience in the big games. And James Franklin has yet to show that he can win those big games, whether it be at home or away. Franklin has struggled with Ohio State, Michigan, and other ranked opponents. I do think Ohio State does pull out the victory. I think it'll be less than a touchdown, maybe 2 field goals, maybe 5 points. But it's going to be a fun game. 9 a.m. West Coast time, 12 a.m. East Coast time for big noon kickoff.
I'll say that I am thoroughly impressed by the stats, homie. I pulled up a game, and it's not that at all. And I don't have all the stats, but I'll give you, bro. Praise what praise is due, dog. You killed that. But for me, it's kind of random. I'm not sure the nation is really sold on the Hurricanes yet, and they're gonna. I mean, they are, but they're. Let me rephrase. The Hurricanes are 8-0, right? The Miami Hurricanes, excuse me. People are like, damn, they're for real. But they are playing Duke this weekend. Duke is 6-2, and they are playing their former coach. I didn't know if you knew this, Manny Diaz. And Manny Diaz actually recruited a lot of these guys, right? So Duke's players will have motivation because that's obviously their coach. And Diaz knows these players in and out, right? So I think that it's kind of a cool game due to the fact that even though they haven't been like really dangerous in the offensive set, it could be a shock, kind of like to the system. Like, dang, there ain't no obviously doing better because Manny Diaz would have still been there, right? But if Duke can pull this off, I think that's going to be one of those upset games. Puts them at 7-3. They're already going to be 7-2. They're going to probably get ranked, obviously, after. They're going to get ranked if they beat them. But if Miami wins, it solidifies how dangerous of a team they are. Because even though they're going to have a different offense, what I think is going to be cool is that they're playing their old coach who recruited these guys and essentially set them up for a national championship run.
So, my players, my view on that game is Cam Ward is Cam Ward.
100%.
You have to stop him to have any sort of chance.
Yep.
The ACC, it's a down year in the ACC. You have Miami and Clemson, then the rest are fighting for.
I hate you as a fan, bro. Because you just spoke 45 minutes about Ohio State. They might edge it out, and you're the biggest Ohio State fan I know. But when it comes, I can't stand you or Ohio State fans. Period. Go blue.
OHO.
That's not how you spell Ohio. You're wrong. Anyway, keep going. I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to call you a hoe. No, I think what you're saying is true. Manny Diaz, going back and playing his former recruits, for Miami, and I think it's going to be a good game. But I do think with how Miami's been coming up recently, I don't think it's as close as a game as you think.
No, I don't think it's gonna be. I meant to say that. I've got I was looking at Bleacher Report for they said 36-24. If I'm a betting man, which I am, I suck though. If I'm a betting man, obviously, honestly, go opposite of anything. If we start doing picks, go opposite of it, you'll win money. But if I were to do it, they said 36-24. I would say because Duke's offense kind of has been null and void. They haven't really, offensively, they're not really cutting the mustard, even though that their record really doesn't reflect that. But if we're going off of Mario's awesome picks, and I'm going like this for a reason, I would say probably like 28-14. I don't see Cam Ward is Cam Ward, so he's gonna go crazy. But Duke's defense has been respected. Obviously, they're to me they're the main reason why they're 62. You get what I'm saying? So I think Cam will do what he has to do to succeed. Obviously at the end, but playing. This is how I feel. What we're not talking. Well, we mentioned it, but I don't feel like what others people are talking about is that Manny knows his players. He knows their weaknesses and he knows their strengths because he recruited them. So I think it's going to be a little tough for him.
Well, it's not
That's
only
enough.
that.
That's enough. I'm kidding.
it's not only that, but it's you see when you're recruiting, you see that this player can improve there, but now being away, you kind of have this feeling like, okay,
Yep.
we want to go out and get this dub. We want to embarrass Miami.
Yeah.
I know Diaz is probably taking it extra personal after what happened to Miami and saying, you know what? Okay, this is my scouting report when I recruited him. Let's see how it compares now to the scouting report where I'm watching film on him. Okay, this Cam Ward is Cam Ward. He may struggle here once in a while. He excels here. Let's try and take this and see if he's excelling here.
For sure.
But it's all. I think that game, realistically, if Duke can stay in it, it's got to come down to adjustments.
For sure.
And you said something earlier about me wanting to talk for 45 minutes about Ohio State and that they're barely going to edge it out. I do have some concerns with that defense.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave up a shit ton of points to Oregon. Last week we had a scare against ICDC College of the Big Ten. I'm kidding, Nebraska. I'm not gonna do you guys like that. No, but we did have a scare against Nebraska where we allowed them to hang in and gain confidence and pound the rock up until that BS targeting play that got overturned by the NCAA this week.
Mm-hmm.
After that, that's when we were Ohio State. We went out, we won the game. But I think Ohio State, if we can limit the mistakes, we'll win. If we can't limit those mistakes, it's going to be a long day in Happy Valley.
For sure. For sure.
And I might be crying at the end of the game.
It's
either got to be tears of joy or turning off my phone.
One can hope. So what's the next topic we're talking about, bro?
Okay. So we're going to stick with college football. How do you feel about Colorado this year? Have they exceeded your expectations? Have they met your expectations? Or have they failed your expectations?
I think they've exceeded. Obviously, last year they had brought a bunch of transfers in, and it was a shaky year. I believe they won 4 games, right?
They did.
And people weren't sold on Dion and Shador, all this nepotism thing, which is BS anyway. Shador's an amazing quarterback. People obviously love Travis Hunter, but they were like, oh, he made a mistake following Dion, even though Dion's the best defensive back of all time, in my opinion. One of the top 3 to 5 NFL players of all time. But this year they're showing, they brought in a new class. I believe they led the NCAA. Oh, no, not like that, but they led the league. I was going to say the league, but they led the NCAA in transfers with 43, and they retooled their offense. And I just believe that everyone's going to have to catch up to him because I forgot their record. What is their record again? Do you know?
6-2.
At 6-2, they're the 23rd ranked team in college football, and They have a chance of making the playoff. If they can win the Big 12 title, they're in the playoff. They're on the door. And even if, say, they didn't even win the national championship, if they make it to the playoff, they resurrected a team that won 1-11, or 1-11 the year before Dion got there. So Shedeur is going to be a top 5 pick. Travis Hunter, if they decide to go, Travis Hunter's going to be a top 5 pick too. He's in the running for the Heisman, even though that Jonty guy just keeps going crazy with it. But he's shaking the neck he don't have. But anyway, even though the Boise State running back is killing it, they are exceeding expectations because every time that they get any type of criticism, they match it and they meet it. You get what I'm saying? So I believe they've exceeded, and I believe they're going to continue to exceed even if the players don't come back.
Yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
I know
think
you
they're
do.
exceeding. You know what? We and I got to talk about this. They're exceeding expectations. I did have them winning 6 games this year, but that would have been going into the last week.
I did too. I said that. I said they're going to probably win 6 games, and I would respect that. But they're killing. They've already won 6 games,
right? Where they played 8-1-6. I'll take those odds. They won 75% of their games. So, and I meant my facial reactions were a little disrespectful to Gentry. I don't mean any disrespect. I do think
not even his name. That's the crazy part.
However you pronounce it, I'm sorry. I butchered it.
He's from Texas too, I believe. He's from Jeanty, if I'm not mistaken.
Jaunty, okay.
Yeah.
Jaunty or Gentry.
It's not
whatever it is John. Okay. You know what? Before I keep making myself look like
no, you're good. You're good. I'm kidding. Janty.
Ashton Jaunty.
Yep.
I just looked it up. So Ashton Jaunty, you're an awesome player, but I do think that it's Travis Hunter's Heisman.
100%.
Rightfully so. Yeah, you're having a great year, but let's look at the competition.
Yep.
You guys are in the Mountain West.
Yep.
Which is a non-Power 5 conference.
Not a terrible conference.
It is. They got Air Force and they got San Jose State.
Take it back.
Look.
Take it back.
Have you seen Air Force's football record? They have 1 win on the season.
Fly, fight, and win.
Okay, security
7
forces.
years Air Force veteran. You'll respect my damn self.
Do you want me to thank you for your service?
No, I don't. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Any other vet but Mario, thank you for your service. I really do appreciate you guys fighting for my rights. Mario was just dancing at the gates, unless he was overseas.
We gonna do that?
No.
You gonna do that? That's what we doing? He's not wrong.
Dunham, quit dancing.
Yeah, one time me and my boy was freestyle. I was killing it, boy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. I forgot his name. He's from Phoenix though. And they literally got on the radio. You heard it on the radio. Hey, Mario, please stop busting a move on. Please stop dancing, sir. We need you to stop dancing. Just check the IDs and do what the fuck you're doing, please. Stop. You know what I'm saying? So
Ashton Gantry, your stats are really respectable.
Respectable, dude.
They're the best. You're the best running back in the nation.
And it's
hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Or Genty, however it's pronounced, okay? Because Mario's going to keep harping on me about that. You're the best running back in the nation. You're leading, everything stat-wise.
Yep.
You're averaging 23 touches a game.
Yep.
But Travis is a more impactful player. He's playing against 4- and 5-star recruits, and some 3-stars. You're playing against mostly 2- and 3-star recruits. Yes, they're elite athletes because they're playing Division I college, but it's like comparing apples to sunflower seeds. And yes, I will say that a lot because I think fruit can be compared. But it's one of those things. It's like when you look at the body of work, then you look at it, who it's against.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I just think that like he has a I mean, I'm looking at his stats right now. He has 159 carries for 1,376 yards in 7 games. Um,
I mean, the
and
only ranked team that
and
they
he has
played is Oregon.
and he balled out. Like this is the thing.
Yeah,
You're
second week
not
of the season.
you're not wrong. You're
You're
not
still
wrong.
trying to fix everything.
My God, if he was well, that's Power 5. But if he was on Ohio, so you think that if you went to Ohio State, if Buddy transferred to Ohio State last year, you'd love him forever. But if he transferred to Ohio State, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing right now.
No, if he was playing for a
He would
Power
be
4
killing
school,
it.
I
Yeah,
would say yes. Sorry, Travis, you're the best player in college football, but this man is more deserving.
I'll say this: he from
If he's
Jacksonville. I'm not
playing
playing with
against
nobody from Jacksonville. That's a different world over there, dog. You got it. You know what I'm saying?
Duval.
He playing like he from Duval for real, running away from
No, but
everything.
like outside of that Oregon game, like, oh yeah, you played Washington State, who how many wins did they got?
It don't matter. They suck.
Exactly.
Go Dogs. I can't stand
You
that.
know, then you're
Orange
then
people.
then they played another Pac-12 or former Pac-12 school. They beat them, but it's like, okay, oh no, they played both of the
They played
Pac-12
Oregon
schools from the
State. Yeah,
Mountain West.
they played Oregon State.
Yeah, you played them, but look at their records, trash.
Yeah, and it's not like
Look at
it's not the Oregon State. I get what you're saying. It's not Pac-12 Oregon State. It's in
yeah,
no, I get what you mean. But I mean,
but
you never know. I definitely believe Travis. I definitely believe. Sorry, I had to adjust myself. I definitely believe Travis deserves the Heisman. You know what I mean? To play both sides and to have to have the stats that he's going on both sides of the field, bro. Like he's killing it. Like, but
yeah, when everyone's saying that you're the impact player to watch for on both sides of the ball, and you're playing 100 plus snaps a game, and no QB wants to throw to your side, and their number one corner is on you, and you're still getting all these yards, all these receptions, and all these touchdowns. Like no one's doing this. We won't see this for another 100 years.
I don't know about none.
Well, not 100 years.
Yeah, that was
Probably for another 20 to 30.
But I will say, I mean, looking at his stats, because I'm a stats guy. 2024, he's had 60 receptions, 757 yards, 8 touchdowns, and he's averaging 12.6 yards a reception. And I want to say he missed parts of games because he's been injured and stuff, right? So, like, he's in 8 touchdowns. At this point, the whole season last year, he had 57 receptions for 721 yards. So he's already eclipsing his stats on top of killing it. I remember that game. I forgot who they were playing, but he had the touchdown reception. And he goes on defense and enforces a fumble. Buddy is an impact player at a Power 5 school, and they have it's going to be more challenging, but they have a chance to actually get into that. So I totally agree.
Well, Boise State has a chance to get into the playoff as well.
Yeah, but
which they probably will. Let's be honest. There's no one else in the conference that they need to watch out for.
No.
Oh man, they're gonna lose to a 1-win Air Force squad
for sure. So let me ask you this, man. We are at my favorite part of the show where we talk about Jordans and the November releases that are coming to break my pocket. Have you seen them yet?
I've seen some of them.
Okay.
Luckily enough, I'm depending on the model, I can go 10.5 up to an 11.5.
Yeah.
If I want to wear a 10.5, I have to absolutely loosen them up. I might get those Velvet Bread 11s at
what?
a size 10.5. Yes. Yes.
No.
One of my favorite shoes to wear to mess with people is the Animal Instinct 11s. Yes.
Okay. So yeah. All right, but those shoes, those are more just like watch your shoes. But here's some of my favorites. November 9th, you got the black olive varsity 9s. People hate those shoes for some reason. They think they're ugly. I absolutely love those shoes. I never had them as a kid, so that's probably why I'm going to get them. And then going down, those dark, I'm not going to get them because I know that the resale is going to be crazy. But those, I don't even know what these are actually. Sorry, the cement 3s. I'm not talking about those. I'll probably get those too. We'll see though. Also, I do like. I do. Oh my God, the Legend Blues are coming out. Oh, that's December. I'm sorry.
Yep.
And the sorry the low ones, the blue and white ones, obviously because of my fraternity. But those Travises look kind of cool too, low key. They just don't have the name on here.
The Travis Scott, Jordan Jumpman Jack,
The Dark Mochas,
Dark Mochas. Yeah,
those look
those ones are
nasty.
dope. Those ones are dope too. I do like those. One I'm actually looking forward to, and it comes out Saturday, is the Black Toe 14s.
Okay,
I,
bro.
there's something about a
You
black
in
and white
these,
silhouette.
you in these numbers, homie. Like, yeah, I'll get the 19. So like, hey,
Hey, the four.
the ugliest
Come on,
ones on
man.
here
You
though.
know you wanted the Ferrari 14s.
Okay. Oh. You mean the white? Yes. I'm messed up. I'm looking at the pyramid. So they don't have the name on here. They got these fours that are coming out this weekend. They're terrible. Sorry, fours that are coming out that are terrible. I don't even know.
The grade school pure platinums. Yeah, no, those
You know what
things
I
are
mean,
ugly.
right? Those are kind of ugly to me. So
I'm normally jealous of kid sizes because
not
they get
those.
the best colorways.
Yeah,
Yeah, not those.
I do like these though. The 14s are dope. I actually had a pair. It's so funny you mentioned those because I was going to tell a story. My boy gave me some pairs. Right now, at the time, I don't know. I wear 13 now, right? But I don't remember seventh. It was eighth grade. This guy gave me these shoes that were probably 4 sizes too small, three sizes too small, and I forced my fat ass foot into that thing. My toes are going like this. You know what I'm saying? Throw up gang signs, and it's crazy because like I was wearing those to the dance, like ow. But after a while, your feet would get numb, so it was cool. But like my mom made me throw them away when like I took off my shoes and like literally all my toes had scabs on them. Like she goes, "You're not about to," so she made me put back on the Shacks. To this day, I look at Shacks and I get nauseous. Not because they were terrible shoes, but my mom, we would go to Payless. So at Payless, they sold the better versions of Shacks. You get what I'm saying? So like they showed the Jordan Shacks and the Air Force One Shacks. And I had the Air Force One Shacks. And I'll never forget this. I ain't gonna say no names because that's my dog, just still. But when I was young, everyone knew that I was poor, bro. It was bad, right? And like my dad sent me some clothes here and there, but like for the most part, it was my mom. And like my mom got me these shoes, but she was gonna take it back. I was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm gonna wear them, ruin them. You can't say nothing to me, right? So I wore them to school, and the inlet has a 32. On the real Air Force, it has the Nike sign. So I flipped that over, and that's what baggy pants were in. I remember it to this day. I had this yellow jumpsuit on. I looked like what was that Nick Cannon movie back in the day? Love Don't Cost a Thing. I looked like I came out of there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I walked into school. I haven't told you this story. I walked into school. I had that flipped over. The Dunk Man sign was on there. I had that covered up. My pants were extra low, pause, right? So we're walking and doing our thing. And this dude comes up to me and he lifts my pant leg. This dude got on Shacks. It's like, crap. Oh, because they look just like Air Force One. And the dude's like, we can't really make fun of them. This is where to this day.
Can't make fun of the poor kid.
No, we can't really make fun of him. This is all he got. He even got a haircut. His line's crooked. Bro, I can't win. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's my struggle story when it comes to those shoes. So
I think honestly, I'm holding off on buying shoes just because our friend group is doing a Kicksmith thing.
Yep.
Where we each.
I forgot. I mean, not but like I want to get those shoes. We'll see. Because I got a plug. So shout out my boy Damo for your Jordan needs. My boy can get you any shoes that you want. So I'm gonna have to probably pick one. So if I go with one, it'll either be not the velvets. I don't know how you got those. Look like those, bro. You know what those velvets look like to me? They look like those fake shoes it's like a pill. No, they're not shoes. It looks like those fake slippers that they sell in the mall. You get what I'm saying? That they look like Jordans, but they're not Jordans. That's what those are to me. And it used to kill me. Them kids would wear them. I'm like, I know your feet stink. You ain't got no socks on,
right?
But if I'm gonna pick one shoe to get, I'm gonna pick probably the threes. Even though I do have some all red threes that if I got customized, I could just make them like that. So we'll see. But because
just go ahead and get those threes.
Yeah. wife was gonna kill me. That's the point. So
Hey, don't ask for permission. Ask for forgiveness.
I don't even have to ask for forgiveness. I just buy the shoes. I'm lying. I ask for forgiveness.
No.
So shout out Seattle Mariners, Nirvana. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Shout
mulatto. So
shout out to the Ohio State. You know, go get that dub in Happy Valley. But also,
you guys leave.
You know what? Shut the fuck up. You know what? Shout out to our followers. You know,
all 18 of them.
Yep. I'm happy about that, man. You know, we started our Instagram page a week ago.
Yep.
We're still in the middle of working on TikTok, and we are still in the middle of getting our YouTube set
How
up.
you get banned from TikTok? You don't post nothing. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to ball. They want us to fall.
Hey, Two Live Crew is famous for being banned in the U.S. Well, guess what? We're banned by China. What's good, Two Live Crew?
It's because we standing on the corner with Jordans, with our hands in our pockets, smiling.
We can't even get in a high five.
Shout out to the wow, that is a bar. Is it open? It's still open. It has to be still open. There. Junction was the days though, bro. Right. I miss Junction, man. Now it's a arcade. The last time I went to that arcade, it was people like about to shoot it up. So I was like, time to go. I miss Tucson, bro. Shout out Tucson, man. I miss Tucson. So we're probably gonna have to do it. We're probably gonna have to do a guys trip there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, for sure. Could you not hear me when I did that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, that's something I didn't know about these headphones. Shout out my wife for getting these headphones for me. I don't know where they came from. But hey, man, I'm Mario Dunham.
I'm Beard Gang Stu.
Yeah. Keyword on Stu. We are here. Thank you for coming to the corner of Dunham and Stewart. We're gonna keep coming with these podcasts. We're gonna probably have it out on our platform in I don't know when. When are we gonna have it out, man?
We should have the very first episode out hopefully tomorrow, if not Saturday. Then the second episode, which will be our lifestyle episode, where we just talk about current events. You know, we give our takes on that. Will be out early next week.
For sure.
Go ahead and check out our Instagram. It's at Dunham and Stewart. You know, go ahead, give us a like, comment, subscribe. If you have anything negative to say, shut your mouth. We don't care about that.
Or say it. No, say that. Get to the bag. Say that. Say everything you want.
We may keep that energy. We may keep that same energy.
We're doing baby steps right now due to the fact that we're getting to know this technology. He's a social media guy, so he is the guy that's really on that more than I am. I'm the guy that edits these. I'm the guy that makes the intro videos that you guys have seen. I'm the guy that does all that other stuff. So we're two peas in a pod. Shaq and Kobe minus the athleticism and the money.
He's built like
mansions. Shaq. Huh? Oh, you feel like the Michelin man. Anyway, God loves us. God loves
whatever you say, go Puff.
Go Puff. But how about you Puff and go? You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing. That was terrible. All right. Well, we love y'all, man. And sincerely, thank you. Like, you can hate all you want to. I guess that's not my motivation. My motivation at the end of the day is to do this with my best friend and really be able to talk. You know, it's crazy. And I want to say this before I get off. You know, when I was a journalist, I still am, forget that. But when I was a journalist, as far as news, they would get on me for stuttering and having anxiety and no hate towards them. Don't like them very much, but no hate towards them. I like some of the people there, but I got put into a situation where I don't think I wasn't going to make it. And I bet on myself. And then this came up. And, 9 to 5 is still going to be there. But like, this is something that I really love. And we've been talking for an hour and I haven't been nervous one time. And that's because I'm doing this with my best friend and I don't have to be responsible for what they want me to say as opposed to what I want to do. They would say, be you, but then you would be you and they don't want you to be you anymore. So, shout out to me, shout out to you, and shout out to our podcast.
Yeah, and we're doing this because, one, it's a fun thing to do. Two, maybe our takes are loved, maybe our takes are respected, but we get to be ourselves. Period. We don't get to do that at regular 9 to 5s. And
nope.
This is why we're appreciative of our listeners. We're appreciative of everything that happens with us, is because we get to be us.
Exactly.
I work in a high stress job. I don't get to joke around a lot.
No.
Mario used to work in a high stress job and was told to be himself. When he was being himself, was told that, okay, you can't do that.
Yep. And then they would attack you for, it's just a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you look
But
like
we'll talk about that in our live
Exactly. So I just want to say I appreciate you all for listening. I'm Mario Dunham.
I'm Beard Gang Stu.
About to get on the game and lose. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Hard to live a dream when they don't believe